Good morning, everyone. Last Tuesday in June. Can you believe it? This year is flying. Okay, right. I think I'm organized. Trying to run around and do a few things this morning. We've had the first morning where it's been above freezing for about 10 days. When I got up, it was 13 degrees, which was absolutely balmy this morning. Compared to what we've had this last nearly 2 weeks, where we've been down to zero almost every morning and we've had frost. So now, when I was getting ready for today, I was going to do something else, but I just couldn't get the inspiration. You know how that sometimes happens to you? And I was looking through, I thought there's a mark on me, but it's actually on the computer. That's all right. I thought I had something on my jumper. You look through Pinterest. I look through Pinterest to get inspiration. And I saw these cards and I thought, well, I need to bring my beautiful gallery out again. So I just wanted to remind you, I find these cards. So I'm going to be actually casing Patty Bennett this morning. And just to remind you what this beautiful paper is, this is 6x6. And I'm sort of reluctant to pull it out of this, but I will. We've got some flowers. And the other side of that has this really pretty plain one. And we've got a scene, like a rural scene, and some aligned. And I love this one too. I've used this one before. Just so rich. The other side is just Lost Laguna, I think, or maybe even cloud cover. The next one is these roses. Aren't they lovely? Reminds me of walking at home in June and the hedgerows and seeing the roses bloom like that. And the other side is that. We've got a pencil drawing of our image and that. Let's get the next one. Like an old-fashioned scene, isn't it? And some trees on the other side. And then we've got this one, which is like seeded grass on that side. Then we've got this one, which is really lovely. I haven't used this one yet. I'll have to. Some roses again, and that side. Love this one too. Reminds me of seashore. I remember being in the US and being up along the Maine coast and seeing scenes like this, and I loved it. Other side has got timber types. We've got some more roses and a map on the other side, and then we've got like a little cottage, Irish cottage, and that on the other side. So I'm going to choose 5 of those today. I have to thank Patty Bennett, who's a demonstrator in the USA, for today's inspiration. Patty, I'll just show you this. Patty has this that you can actually download. 5 ways to use Beautiful Gallery 6x6 DSP. And actually what she does is she has 5 templates of cards that she often uses, and then uses different DSP on it. So this is one of the ones that she did, and I printed this all off, and it's really, really clear. It doesn't give you how to do it, but it shows you what they are. So we have 3, 4, 5, 2, 1 must be on the other side of this. So just to show you what you get in, she shows you a picture of the finished card inside and outside, what DSP you're using, and she just shows you the size. Now, you'll see that I've also written in the metric version because hers is in inches and it's for American card, which is a little smaller than ours when you're using the A4 card. So I've done my own for this to make it suitable for our audience here in Australia. My first card today is called a side fold card. I'll pull everything out. And these are so quick and so easy to make. So basically I've got a mossy meadow base, okay? And it is the usual 14.9 by 21, scored at 10.5, and I've cut it to 19 centimeters from there to there. That I believe is 19 centimeters. Yes. So I scored it and then cut it to 19 centimeters. Now, I'm going to do two things, and it's going to be really, really quick. So be prepared to be blown away about how fast this can be. So I've got my white card for inside, and this is my DSP. You can see, there it goes. This piece here is going on the front. This piece is going to go on this card here. Okay, so I'm going to do that first. So let me get my tape, get it right down to the bottom. And I'm just going to put it on the right side here of the cardstock. Beautiful. Okay, and that's going to go on the inside. Just like that. And then on the outside, I'm going to put the other piece. And your first card's almost finished. Okay. Time just a bit so it matches up. Okay, now I want to put Thinking of You, and I've got some stamp sets here. I didn't have the same stamp sets as her, so I have improvised, and I'm going to, I've had two friends lose family members this week, so I am going to use one of these. This is a beautiful set, The Right Words. And we've also got this one, and I've got Peace on Earth, which is a new one that's coming out, and The Right Words and Country Bird House. So I am going to use the Thinking of You from Right Words. So let's get that out. Thinking of You. Stuck well to the back. Okay, put it on my block. And I'm going to do this in Mossy Meadow. So I'm just going to put that on the front. So let's get Thinking of You. Okay. And I'm just going to put it right there. And I've blotched it a little bit as I moved it. My hand shook. Thinking of You. Okay, then I've got some of these pressed flowers, and I'm going to put them, I'm just going to put them, 3 of them, down the side here. So let's do 1, 2, whoops, it wasn't even straight, 3, like that. Very, very simple card. Place for your message inside. Card number 1. Okay, called a side fold card. Card number 2 is called a gatefold. Just in case you don't know, you know what a gate is. So here we go. Here's card number 2. And I'm going to pull everything out of this. I'm going to use cloud cover this time. When I was trying to do this yesterday, my puppy was trying to help me. Quite unhelpfully, but you know what I mean. So I've got my cloud cover. This is a gatefold, so it shuts in the middle. Keep feeling that I can't see my, I need to move down just a little bit. That's maybe better. So it opens like that. So what I've done is I scored it 5.25. Okay, so the 14.9 by 21. I scored it at 5.25 on both sides and then folded them in so it looks like a gate. Okay, now I've got all my pieces here that I'm going to use. I've got this here. This is the vase with the roses in. I'll have to remember to move down a little bit because the camera's in just a slightly different spot today. So let's put these on. So I'm going to put that one on this side. Let's get in the right spot. That's good. Trying to be as accurate as possible. The other side. This is the other half of the piece. And it's going to go here. Like that. So you can see that's the the vase at the front. Then inside, I've got this piece, which is going to go in the middle. And I've got these two pieces, and I'm going to use this side. So I'm going to put it with the, you can see that it's got a dark grey and a light grey. I'm going to put or right up into beige. I'm actually going to put the beige at the top. Okay. Like so. Same with this one. And it goes on the other side. As I said, these are very, very easy cards to make. Now I've got, it's a wee bit far out. It'll be okay. It's fine. Okay. I've got this piece to put on the inside, and I find this stamp. It says, I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration, because I am really, really slack at getting cards off at the moment. So I thought that was a very appropriate one for me to be sending to someone. Let me clean off this stamp with my chamois so I don't get ink everywhere. And I'll just set it up there. And I shall put this one on. I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration. And this time, I think I'm going to do it in maybe Memento Black. Yeah. I think that would be a good color to put on this. I'm hoping it's covered. Good. That's good. Okay. I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration. It's a good thing to do. So it's over more than one day. In fact, my grandson's birthday present's still sitting here as I say that. That is going to go on the inside. And that's it. Card number 2. Okay. Now, card number 3. So that one was called a gate fold. The other one was a side fold. We're going to do a triptych. T-R-I-P-T or triptych card. And basically what you do is you get your card, 21 centimeters across, you fold it in half, and then you score it down 5.25 down here so that you fold. See, that's the card, and then you fold that bit back, okay? And I've got a seam here, so this is going to go there. Let's get this seam all sorted out. This is the seam that we had. Hello, puppy. She thinks she should be here. Let's make sure we've got them in the right order. That's it, like that. Can you see that makes up the seam? So this piece is going to go up on the front here. And this is one of these cards that you need to open up to actually be able to see the seam. So it's on a pecan pie base. Now I'm going to do the second one. I love both sides of this paper. Just try and make it even. So they're both in the same spot. Then I'm going to put this one here so that, yeah, there's just a tiny little border between them. Just a little hint of, that's why the trip comes in, the 3, TRI, okay? And then I've got a white piece here. And for this one, I'm going to put happy birthday in it. Now, let me see if I can find my happy birthday. I think that's what I decided to put on card 3, card 2, 3. Gatefold, the triptych. Right words. Oh, to someone worth celebrating every single day. I think that's a nice one to put on. Okay. To someone worth celebrating every single day. Let's get that. You know, birthday should last forever. Okay, we'll clean off that stump. Pop it up there. And might the other one, which is stuck to my block. And I'm going to put this on here like that. To someone worth celebrating. And I'm going to get my pecan pie ink this time. And we have a little bit of rain outside today, which is the first time we've had rain for a while. And I'm just going to put that on to someone we're celebrating every single day. And I'm going to actually be good and clean that off before I set it aside. There we go. And then I'm going to turn it over. And I am going to place that alongside the other one. So they're right next to each other. Okay, so there we go. And what else do I want to do with that? Let's have a look and see. I'm going to put some dots on the bottom. Got some pecan pie ones here. They're called neutral matte dots. So I'm going to put 3 across the bottom. Let's open these up. We've got 3 colors: white, like a vanilla color, black, and this pecan pie. And I shall put a big one in the middle. What are you up to, Miss? Honey, what are you up to? Been a bit of mischief this morning. She had the zoomies earlier and she went out and she ran around the yard probably 4 or 5 times, and then she'd come up and get a pat and off she'd go again. So it helped wear her out though, which is good. So there we go. There's card number 3. Close this up. See how quick these are to put together. That's why I didn't make samples of them today, because they're just so easy to put together. Okay, so we've got those 3 so far. Card number 4. Okay, I love this paper too, but it's a tricky one to use. It's called a top fold card. Let's pull it out. And this is the roses that I said that reminded me of my home in Ireland. And it comes in a 6x6. It's like one of those old-fashioned picture frames. So this piece here is going to go on the front like that. So I'm going to put that on first, I think. Okay. Another beautiful, the other side of that is beautiful too. Let's put that on. There we go. So this is going in the inside. Now this is the bottom part, which goes down here. But I'm actually going to stick it to the inside of this. So let's put that on. And I have to do that first before I stamp it, because I need to know where it is. There we go. Okay. Now I've got a stamp here. This is from Country Birdhouse, and it says, "Hoping you have the best day ever." And I just wanted something simple that I could put here. I'm going to do it in Old Olive again, or no, Mossy Meadow, to match in with the the card. So hoping you have the best day ever. And I'm just going to lay it so it's right there. Hoping you have the best day ever. Isn't that nice? Make a lovely birthday card for grandma or a mom, or a relative, or anyone, actually. Anyone who loves gardening too. So I'm going to turn it over. Put some tape on the back and put this on. That looks pretty good. And that just comes down. And the card's almost finished. But I've got some antique pearls here. And I thought they would be very nice on this because it is a very sort of antique-y style. Might put one here and another one there. So I've got 3 on it. Isn't that a beautiful card? It's another beautiful card. So that is the top 4 card. So you can use this base and do whatever you like with it, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And my final card today, which, you know, I'm going really well here, is another, it's like a triptych card, but it's called a front panel fold. But it's basically like a triptych card, okay? Except that this time, so you can fold the base like that again. So 5.25 score and 10.5. And this is in Misty Moonlight, okay? And then I've got some basic beige that I'm going to use on this, okay? So, done a little bit of prep on this one. So I've got this beautiful scene of the boats. You can see they fit together like that, okay? So you got this just this gorgeous, peaceful scene of a harbour. First thing I'm going to do is put this piece here onto this basic beige layer. So the layer is 10 by 14.5. And in this one, it is just a little smaller. So we've got just a nice little basic beige border around it. Okay. That is going to go on the front of the card, like so. So you can see it looks like that, okay? So it looks like a full scene. So why don't we do that? And actually what I'm going to do, I'd normally do the back, but I'm going to do this because it's actually going to cover all of this. So what I'm going to do, and I've got a reason for that, is that then I know exactly how far to go. Okay, there we go. That's the front of my card. And inside, I've got another piece. And for this one, I'm just going to leave that bit blank. I'm going to put that there and that there. So let's put this piece on. Oh, I just want it in a little bit because I wanted to have a tiny little border around it. It's pretty good. And then I'm going to stick that on the card. So if you need a few cards really quickly, this is a beautiful scene. Like so it's almost finished, but I want to put on the front here, and I probably should have done it first before I put it on the card. But if I lay that down flat, this will work. I've got With Deepest Sympathy, and that's going to go on the front because one of my dear friends has lost her dad this week, and another friend's husband lost his mum. So, and a neighbor lost her husband. So yeah, it's unfortunately we don't like to have to use these cards, but it's good to have them. So With Deepest Sympathy, and it's going to go up there, just like that. Okay, let's close that. Just looks Very elegant. And then inside I've got this little saying from the right words, and I love this. It says, hoping the loss you feel right now will be eased by wonderful memories. And that's going to go in the inside. And I'm going to put it up near the top. And I'm going to use dimensionals for this. So just to raise it up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's get that there. Put that on the card. Just going to pop it up there like that, so that when it's closed, it's like that. I think I want to put some more antique pearls on this one. I think that's what I want to do, but I might do the small ones this time. 3 of these. I love this card. Apart from it being my colors, it's just a beautiful card. Okay, so let me show you, and thank you, Patty Bennett, for this one. So let's go back and look at all these cards. Okay, apart from my shaky hand and thinking of you. That's my first one, which was a side fold. Okay, and I could put with deepest sympathy in there if I wanted to. Card number 2 was the gatefold. I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration using that, because that there, you don't really want to cut it, but when you use it like that, you get most of it. The third one was a triptych card. Someone we're celebrating every single day. So when you open it up, you get this beautiful scene and fold it over like that. Then the fourth card was these roses, top full card. Hope you have the best day ever. Got a few antique roses, antique pearls on it, and with deepest sympathy. And I love that card. I think that's a beautiful card. Really, yeah, I'd love to get a card like that. I don't want a sympathy card, please. I'm hoping we won't need a sympathy card for a while, but yeah, but just to show you that we've got these lovely, lovely cards. And those are just 5 templates that she has. And you could use whatever DSP you wanted on top. So it's worth having a look at. I will be doing a blog on this, and I will put it up. So this set with deepest sympathy, etc., is the right words, which is this one here, opened up, and it's got lots of lovely sentiments on it. There you go. So that's today. Next week we're into July, and last week of school term here. I'm not looking forward to it at all. Yes, I am. And yeah, I'll be back again. I have no idea what I'm doing yet, but I'm sure I'll come up with something between now and then. But I just wanted to case Patty today and show you how those templates are great for just making cards and so quick to do. So have a lovely week, have a lovely day, and stay safe wherever you are. And I will see you again. Bye.